The time is
5 minutes after 9.
You're inside the Consumer Hour with Nora Gay Banton.
Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, July 1, 2025. It's a new month, the start of a brand new month in this year, 2025. We're alive and well, and for that we give God thanks. Good morning to you. If you're listening on the 90 FM band, 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9, thank you so much for joining us on your radio. If you're listening and watching on our YouTube channel, good morning to you as well. The channel is Nationwide 90 FM Live 2. That's Nationwide 90 FM LIVE. With a number 2 beside that, go on over there and subscribe if you haven't done so already. The channel, well, I did say the name of the channel already. Click the notification bell as well so that you can be notified whenever we go live and whenever we post a video. I want to say good morning to Juliet Sanchez, who's first in the chat this morning. Albert Morgan, good morning to you as well. Herman Hyatt, good morning. Ryder 40, good morning to you. Errol Townsend, top of the morning to you. Gene Sellers, good morning to you as well. Hugh Donaldson, top of the morning to you. SH, good morning. Cheerful Birds, good morning to ya. Lily White, MS, Gene Sellers, good morning. Carleen Heslop, David Nebar, and all the others over there on YouTube, top of the morning to you. If you are listening from our mobile app, which is available for free on the Google Play and the Apple App Store, good morning to you. Those on our website, the Listen Now option there, top of the morning to you. All right. This morning, we are outside again. We are at the University of the West Indies Regional Headquarters, and we are here for the Prioritizing Privacy Conference 2025. This is a 2-day conference, and we were here last year, and I believe the year before, and we're back here again to talk about important topics such as data privacy and that kind of thing. It's a necessary conversation that needs to be had, especially in this day and age. The Data Protection Act is a new piece of legislation. Well, not so new, but a piece of legislation that I don't think many persons are paying keen attention to, enough, and how you should be using data and using other people's data if you have possession of it. So it's important that we have these conversations. So I implore you to stay tuned to Nationwide 90 FM as we go into Cliff Hughes Online later on today, so that you can learn more about data privacy, prioritizing privacy. All right. Inside the consumer hour this morning, we're going to have the phone lines open for you. If you have any consumer related matters, you can give us a call. Let me remind you of the numbers to call: 876-630-9371. There is a 630-9372, 630-9373, 630-9374, and 618-8255. Those are the numbers to call if you have any consumer related matters. If you called about an issue before and it has not yet been resolved, then give us a call. Let's see if we can put some urgency on it for you. If you called about an issue and it has been resolved, then we appreciate those calls as well, so that we can big up those who would have assisted you. All right, so give us a call, or you can leave the query in the YouTube chat. It is Nationwide 90 FM Live 2 on YouTube. So you can go in the chat and leave your concerns there, and we will try our best to get to those as well. If we need more information from you, then of course we're going to ask you to give us a call if you can. But if not, then we will try our best to see how we can sort through those issues for you. Our first caller this morning is Marjorie. Good morning, Marjorie.
Good morning. How are you?
I am not too bad, Marjorie. How are you?
I'm giving thanks. I'm giving a lot of thanks. I'm alive.
Good.
Nora, Flo. What are we gonna do about Flo?
I don't know.
I have a mobile number. Well, first of all, Flo called me and offered me the Yard and Road program.
Yes.
Which I said yes to, because
there's a lot of shuffling happening, and there's a lot of noise in your background.
Is it better now?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, let me take it off the speaker too. Yes. So they offered me the Yard and Road. I subscribed to it January of this year. And Nora, from I got the Yard and Road, it hasn't worked. I have been back and forth with them. Finally, I got them to remove it totally from the system, from my phone service, and put me back to the original service, because I have not been getting any mobile service. I resorted to purchasing data and putting back my original SIM card. And I have been having pure problems. I've not been able to get very little if any data while I'm on the road, even with the regular service that they're offering. And you call, you complain, they tell you they're aware, they haven't given me any rebate. I need to hear somebody from Flo come on this morning, because I want back all of my money that I've been spending since the hurricane. And I'm not able to get any service. Yesterday all day I'm on the road trying to do my business, and I had no data service. I had to wait until I got home. No, I purchased this not for frivolity, but to do business. And I'm not able to do my business. And Flo isn't coming out and saying anything to the public. We are tired. We are tired of this Flo. And Digicel is no better. So we need to know exactly what can we do as consumers to ensure that we get what we are paying for. Or if not, how are we going to be compensated for the loss of not getting what we are paying for? We need some answers.
I just want to be clear. Are you saying that since you've gone back to your prepaid service on your Flo device, every time you put on a data plan, it does not work?
Yes. Most of the time it's not working. And I called.
So why you keep putting it on each month?
Because I tried Digicel and the same thing. I have to have mobile service.
I see.
because I need it. I need it for work. And
Well,
even at home where I have the Flow internet service, most times it doesn't work either. We need
and
some answers.
I at this point, I can only direct you to the Consumer Affairs Commission. I can also, well, to a lesser extent, the OUR, but I will direct you to the Consumer Affairs Commission. Outline your issue and let them know that this is a service that you continue to pay for month after month, and let them know the percentage of time that it actually works. Let them know how many times you've actually complained to Flow about the issue, and see if you can get any redress through the Consumer Affairs Commission.
Consumer Affairs Commission. I'm going to
Right.
follow that advice. But I mean, has anybody come on? Because I know lots of people call on a daily basis. I know I'm not the only one to complain about these same issues. Has anyone come from Flow to address it?
No. We usually use the opportunity to call out Flow to see how best we can get assistance. When we do get the issues, I do refer some of them to Flow. My producer Michelle, I think she has sent several of them over. The success rate with that, I don't know. Most times people don't call back to say, yes, Flow fixed the issue. So I don't know if Flow has addressed any of those that we've sent over to them. But this is an issue that I've highlighted before, and I'm gonna be very careful, what I say, because I've been accused of many things when it comes to Flow. One of them is being too harsh. So I will just say this: we've tried many avenues with Flow, and we've gotten nowhere. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
I've gone as far as to call on Minister Vaz, who I believe these issues fall under telecoms, and I don't know, but I'll leave it at that and let you know that we've tried, and so I'm going to ask you to try the Consumer Affairs Commission and see.
Yes. But I do hope somebody from Flow is listening and will come on to address it, because they owe us an obligation to explain what is the matter.
Maybe they don't feel that way. Maybe they don't feel like that they owe you anything, which is why they probably haven't said anything.
Well, I guess we're going to have to go back to the archaic way of communication, because guess what? I work too hard for my money. Flow.
I agree.
Directly. I'm addressing Flow. Flow. This is robbery. You're actually stealing our money by collecting money for service and not rendering it. It's stealing. It's criminal. And we are calling you out. We need an explanation as to why is it that your services are not working. You owe us that. And at least if you know it's not working, come out and honestly admit that, hey, we are having issues. This is how we're going to compensate you. Send us a text message that you send for everything else. You are mom? Come on, Flow. No, man, consumers in this country really need to take a stand, And if I have to go back to letter writing and telegram, I'm going to have to go do that, because this isn't working. I work too hard
I agree
to give
with
my
you.
money to Flow.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. But thank you so much for calling, Marjorie.
You offer. Okay, have a great day.
All right, no problem. Well, there you have it, Flo, from the mouth of your own customer. They're asking you for better service, and they're asking to hear from you, Flo. You have been silent, and we've had calls after call after call after call about the service or the lack thereof, where connection is concerned, where the data is concerned. It's just not working for your customers. And we've tried. So I'll just allow the customers to speak, just in case you think it's all coming from me. All right? We take a break and come back with more of your calls.
Get ready to hear from the best in privacy at the Prioritizing Privacy Conference. Join panels with the Jamaican, Canadian, UK, and Barbados Information Commissioners, plus top data privacy experts from Jamaica and Trinidad. Learn directly from the leaders driving privacy forward across the Caribbean and beyond. Don't wait. Register now at privacymgmt.org or call 8769083555. Seats are filling fast, so grab yours today.
Start the school year healthy and ready! Bring the kids to the nationwide 90FM Back to School Fair for vision and dental checks, blood pressure and blood sugar tests, and even immunization support. It's peace of mind for parents and a confident start for students. Join Team Revolution on Saturday, July 26th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Harmony Beach Park, Montego Bay. Don't miss the nationwide 90FM Back to School Fair.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You are back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I'm Nora Gay Banton, and we are taking your calls this morning. The numbers to call 876-630-9371, and that goes up to 4 and 618-8255. We go back to the phone lines. Michael, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Snow. How are you this morning, Miss?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How are you?
We're good up in the Blue Mountain here, fresh and green and nice, you know?
Great.
Yeah. The thing the first thing I want to tell you about, you know, the road from Guava Ridge to Flamstead, you know. Rather, I said they have some money to fix it. The minister talk about to have some road to fix. Our road here, Miss Nora Banton, is extra bad. So I would have like, whosoever can show it, look about it now, you know, Miss. I wasn't looking about it, I don't want a short-term work, I want it to properly do Miss.
Yes. The road
from Guava Ridge to Flamstead, my Miss, in the East Rural St. Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Any
word? I was just about to say, any word from your MP?
Well, I don't really see her, you know, because Trubin is a man in the hills. I don't really see her to really talk with her. But one time I talked to her on a morning program about the bridge that go over West Sierra Davis's Azalite for Altia program. That is a good while ago. And that is the next thing the Minister of Agriculture said, I will check it out. The bridge to go Azalite, Davis Hill, West Sierra, up to Sincona Garden. You ever been up to Sincona Garden yet, Miss?
No.
Yeah, that is one of the highest points in Jamaica, kind of, because West Sierra is the highest district in Jamaica, the highest point where people is, you know. One time if you travel up in the mountain and look how it look bad.
All right.
So, yeah, and the next thing, you know, Miss, the amount of waste, the amount of land, the Blue Mountain, your castle land, we're just not idling, not doing nothing. And the amount of coffee was set up in the 80s. You have 75-80% of the Blue Mountain coffee dead out, you know, because of low PMM. Because we used to get $14,000 a box of coffee, you know. And after, in a Roger Clark ruling, and after Roger Clark ruling, it dropped right down to 3,000. This youth make it come back to something. When them call him Perdel Charles Jr. and bring it back to $10,000. When them bring it back to $10,000 at least, the beginning of the crop, that period, I say 2024, 25, then drop it to $8,000 back. and them come to $10,000, and at the ending at the crop, them come to $11,000. Blue Mountain coffee is so expensive.
Michael, Michael, I have a question for you. What coffee group are you a part of? Registered a part of?
Well, I'm a part of the Agricultural Society, and I register with RADA, you know me.
Are there any groups that you are a part of that are specific to coffee farmers?
No, I don't really know if it's up here right now, miss.
Okay.
The group I represent is the JS and RADA.
There is no Coffee Farmers Association?
Before Norman Grant stepped up to that, Norman Grant was the organizer when he was a young man. But since then, I don't see that, miss.
So which group is advocating on behalf of coffee farmers for the...
Right now, I don't see no group. It's only I would have said I have the theatre coffee farmers.
So hold on. The coffee farmers... The other coffee farmers don't care about the price. Is you alone care?
Everyone cares,
and this is where I'm leading you with my question. If all of you are concerned about the coffee price and the price that the coffee is going for, right? And the group that used to exist, the Coffee Farmers Association, you're saying it's not active. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, please.
So why don't all of you come together, get the group active again, and advocate as a group on behalf of, or appoint a leader and advocate for the price of the coffee, instead of you coming on Nationwide every morning to say the same thing over and over and over and over and over.
Well,
that's a better idea.
Yeah, what I'm going to beg you to do, miss. I want you to be the overseer of it and organize
No, Mr. Michael, that's where you're gone wrong. I am not a coffee farmer. The price of the coffee does not directly affect me. It directly affects you.
I understand you, man, but you is an organizer.
No, I am not an organizer of coffee farmers.
All right, miss.
Yes, so you guys need to come together.
Control. Make we get a better price, not less $20,000, miss.
You coming on Nationwide, I mean, it's an avenue, but I think you need to go greater with your advocacy and get the group together. Okay?
Yes, miss.
All right. We have some other.
Take your advice, miss.
All right, good. We have some other callers on the line that we want to get to, so you take care.
Thank you for having me, miss. No form of disrespect.
All right, no problem. We're up on another break. So let's take a break and come back with more of your calls.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers provides quality insurance coverage and risk management services. The time by Spectrum Insurance Brokers Limited, setting the industry standards, is
9:30.
Are you looking for a place where your imagination can blossom into something amazing? Where you can be as creative as you dare, with facilitators who will prepare you to succeed in a global career? Or maybe you're looking for a place that practices tertiary level education in a practical way? Then you belong at the Vocational Training Development Institute, VTDI. Become the best you can be. You belong here. VTDI, empowering people, transforming lives.
Back to school doesn't have to break the bank. Swap instead of shop. Join Nationwide 90 FM at our Back to School Fair on Saturday, July 26 from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Harmony Beach Park in the western city of Montego Bay. Bring those books your kids no longer need and swap them for ones they do. Plus, enjoy fun activities, entertainment, and meet your favorite nationwide personalities. It's all happening in St. James on Saturday, July 26th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Harmony Beach Park. See you there.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. We're outside this morning, coming to you live from UE Regional Headquarters. We're here for the Prioritizing Privacy Conference, and it's a 2-day conference. We should be here tomorrow as well, and we will be bringing you some interviews with some key stakeholders here at the conference, talking to us more about data privacy and the Data Protection Act and how that plays out in our society today. But we are taking your calls in the meantime inside the Consumer Hour. We have some callers lined up, so let's go right back. Marie, good morning.
Hi, Nora, good morning.
Good morning.
You I don't know if you were asking the lady who called about Flow, why she continued to use the service. But the truth is, you might get a little bit of service now and again, and it's better than not having any at all. But the fact is, to have the internet and you have to pay the full money every month for it, and you really can't even watch something. I have data on my phone, and I have the Flow service, and the data automatically comes on. My son set it up that it come on when the internet is off.
Right.
And the thing, it flicks every minute, the notification come on. It in, literally. And
Yeah.
this is worse since
Burial.
burial. I mean, if I am at work and I say, all right, I'm going to go home and finish this up at home, you better stay at work and do it. Whatever the reason why you would prefer to go home and finish up the work, you better stay at work and do it. If it's because you don't feel too well, because if I go home, I can't do it. And it is, and Flow knows, Flow knows that they're not giving out service. They well and know, and then collect the money, and then tell you how you don't pay your money yet, and you're up for disconnection. They're quick to tell you that every time, and nobody says anything to you about I don't even know what adjective to describe, and it is unfair to us because we have to have connectivity. It's not first time. It's not first time. You have to have internet to work now.
Yes.
If you're under one rock, Nora. But they need to do better because they are taking the money. Sometimes I feel sorry for myself when I'm pressing those buttons to send the money to Flow, and I know that they should be the one to give me back some money. You're
Yes.
not getting any service. You're not getting any service, and it is very, very bad. And Consumer Affairs know too. They know too. Consumer Affairs on their own, without us calling them, need to hold these utility companies to a better standard for us. We have to pay them all when the something cut off, then they send a notification. All when you don't get no service for the whole month. Nora, they send you the bill and tell you, say, you're late to pay it. Even when they have a report there and they tell you, oh, somebody's working. Because just by the time you type in whatever issue you have, they send one automatic response. And them just program these things and send it to you. And that's it for you. They don't count with. They don't count with. You call, and if it is digital, you call them, you want a manager or a supervisor. Those people, maybe they're just a word in those companies. None of them can ever come and tell you why you're going through what you're going through. And sometimes people see people on the road going crazy, shouting at somebody in traffic and bawling after them, picking all sorts of something. It's all the stresses in the world mounting up on one another. Right? You have to pay for the internet where you now get. You're skimming out of the food bill. You have to send people to school. You probably have problem with them, their father, and one whole heap of something. And too many things are unfair. And some of them, like the lady was saying, she has to have some data. So the poor lady now have to be paying, even though she knows it. She going only get a little data here and there. But it's most of us. And Flow, no. And for the life of me, I don't know why they're doing it to us. And on top of that, they keep stretching wire and they give people the same dirty service. We don't know if Andrew needs to tell them to stop it or if a consumer fear, but it's not fair to us.
Yeah.
It's not fair. And it is a long time now. It was bad before, Beryl, but my God, I don't know what it is now. But believe me, if it was a case where I could do without the 1 and 2, because if I send you a WhatsApp, Nora, and I have to wait until I see it go through. So I have to put up with that just so that I can send you a WhatsApp and you don't need that kind of mediocre service.
Yeah. We I hear you and I think you are to the point, nail on the head with your concerns with Flow. And once again, I will encourage you. Maybe if the Consumer Affairs Commission they get a flood of complaints about Flow, maybe it will move the needle somewhere. I don't know. But I at this point,
enduring too much.
Yes,
we have to endure too much. We have to put up with too much, Nora, and it is unfair. And that's why a lot of us now even bother say nothing.
Yeah, and at this point, I don't know where else to take it. I don't know where else to go with it. We've gone to Flow themselves, and we haven't had much response from Flow, so I don't know where else. That's why at one point I was saying maybe it's for the minister now to step in, because we've gone to Flow. Flow doesn't seem to care. The customers keep calling and calling and calling. It's not 1, it's not 2, it's not 3, it's not 10. And we get the issues over and over and over again. But Mary, we have some, yeah.
Sometimes I know call me one call you and stress you. But I appreciate you and Cliff so much, because sometimes the Cliff is such a gem. Because sometimes I think between talking to you or to him is save somebody from a stroke. Because just think about it. It's happening to us and it is happening and happening. And nobody's doing anything. Nobody at all. You understand? And you see, if I go around to Flow now from my work, might as well me not go back to work. You're in there for the whole day in a line, they wait for somebody. See you. And tell you, and then they take the report, because sometimes you say, all right, let me go in the office. Maybe then we understand better. We can explain better, we can question better than to do the online thing. And you go in there and you have to wait perpetually, and nobody no business, because guess what? It's them or Digicel, and are the two same people. And it's the same thing you're going to get. So you have to stand up in there and sod, whether because your child needs to do homework or for whatever you need, or just for them to watch Peppa Pig or whatever. You're standing in there and you just have to go through it. And we do not deserve this kind of treatment.
Not at
we are
all.
humans. We don't deserve these things.
The only option I see now is for a very, very reliable and reasonable third telecoms provider to come into the Jamaican market, take it over properly, and give Flow and Digicel competition that will cause them to pull up their socks. Other than that,
I hear that there is this one. I hear people saying it's Elon Musk.
Starlink, yes. Starlink.
You must pay $80,000 or $90,000. And last month, I spent the entire month, Nora, they try to wonder how we can put the money there together. If we go get it.
Yes, it's an option And I've heard persons say it's very reliable. It's very reliable. It's just that you need that lump sum at the beginning to make that initial investment. But it is persons who have it say it's very reliable, and so it's an option for those who can afford that almost $80,000 first payment that you have to make for installation and the equipment and all of that. But I've heard persons say it works. So if you can afford Starlink, then that's an option. All right. Thank you so much, Marie, for calling. Really appreciate it. Yeah, man. You take care. Marcus, good morning.
Morning, Nora.
Good morning, Marcus.
How are you doing?
I am doing good. How are you?
The man still just as stressed because, trust me, the lady just hit me nail right, and everything she said is exactly what it is. And you have added your piece by saying that we really need a third player in the market. No, I don't know what is going on with Mr. Vaz, because all Mr. Vaz and since of late is the boss, we need boss, yes, it's important, but I don't even say nothing about this third phone company that them taxes were supposed to get from how many years ago. And I don't think Mr. Vaz having the problem that the customers having. It's quite all right, him and all the rest of politicians, so that's why I'm not really interested. I don't think.
Well, we've been hearing from last year about this new company, Rock Mobile, and from last year we hear it's coming soon. In his sectoral presentation this year, he did say once again it's coming soon. When politicians say soon, I don't know what that means. I was looking forward to hearing a timeline per se. But we didn't get much of that from Minister Vaz in his sectoral presentation. But he did once again make reference to Rock Mobile in his sectoral presentation I think about May this year. And so we are just waiting to hear how sooner than soon the company will be in Jamaica and fully operating. But there is talks about a new one, which is Rock Mobile.
Well, we've been hearing but from them kick out Claro out of the country to the two companies come together and kick out Claro. We've been hearing from how many years now a third party coming and none. So until Mr. Vaz needs to carry the company before he call the election card. Because this is a big joke. What I realize, these people take Jamaicans for a football back and forth, to and fro. Yeah. You understand? And they just come up and them talk and less action. Yeah. You understand? We need a new phone company. And as for the bus the situation, how many 100 buses come out or whatever, at least 5 of those buses need to go on UTech route. Because that is why the students never get kidnapped, because there's no bus to take them to school. Do it and UTech students, they need more buses on that route. Right? And that's why so many students have been kidnapped because they don't have no bus to take.
All right, so I'm still there for more buses on the Papine route to Half-a-Tree or to downtown or to wherever.
No, exactly. Both
to ensure that
downtown. You take route, they need at least out of the new buses that them getting, them need at least 5 buses on that route. On each route, Half-a-Tree to Papine to UTech and cross downtown to UTech. At least 5 on each.
All right. So we thank you for that, and it's a concern. It is a concern, and I hope maybe at least if not all the 5, some of that will be going on to that.
You have staff members and you have students. They need enough buses on the road.
All right. Thank you so much for calling, Marcus.
That Mr. Vaz need to get in. I know it's them listen to the program and you speak to them occasionally, and Mr. Hughes, tell him we need the phone company ASAP.
Yes.
Get it, and then we're going to lose vote.
Yeah. Well, you put big tag on it. No, you say they're gonna lose vote trouble. But fun and joke aside, though, we have been hearing soon from Minister Vaz about this new telecoms provider, and soon was soon last year. It's a new year, new fiscal year, and it's still soon. So, Minister Vaz, if you can provide any update at all Rock Mobile and their introduction into the Jamaican telecoms market, then that would be great. Anything other than soon would be great. The people want to know because the people are a bit frustrated now with the current providers, and they want to know what other options they will have in the future, the near future. They would hope. So, Minister Vaz, if you can offer anything other than soon, we would greatly appreciate that. I believe we're up on another break, so we're going to take a break. When we come back, Alaric and Norm, I believe, are on the line. So we're going to take those calls when we come back from the break.
Fill all your prescriptions, get cosmetics and other pharmaceutical items at Mannings Hill Pharmacy, located at 34A Mannings Hill Road, Kingston. Telephone 924-6280. At Mannings Hill Pharmacy, they stock all the hard-to-get medication. The time by Mannings Hill Pharmacy is
9:46.
Are you looking to drive sales and build brand visibility this summer? Be a vendor at the Nationwide 90 FM Back to School Fair on Saturday, July 26th at Harmony Beach Park, Montego Bay. Families from St. James, Hanover, Westmoreland, Trelawney, and St. Elizabeth will be out in full force. And you should be too. Call us at 876-630-1210. Or email sales@nationwidenewsnetwork.com to secure your spot. Let's put your brand where it matters, on the ground.
You want to win? Then just bet. Bet on the game, no stress, no sweat. And win big in the Wanna Bet Just Bet promotion. Spend $1,500 or more on one Just Bet ticket and complete the entry form at promotions.supremegames.com for your chance to win. Third place gets Beats by Dre. Second place gets an iPhone 15 and AirPods Pro. And first place gets a 65-inch TV and a soundbar. Promotion runs May 16 to July 20, 2025. Grand draw July 25, 2025. Authorized under Section 58. Of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Get ready to hear from the best in privacy at the Prioritizing Privacy Conference. Join panels with the Jamaican, Canadian, UK, and Barbados Information Commissioners, plus top data privacy experts from Jamaica and Trinidad. Learn directly from the leaders driving privacy forward across the Caribbean and beyond. Don't wait. Register now at privacymgmt.org or call 876908-3555. Seats are filling fast, so grab yours today.
Good morning. You're back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I'm Nora Gay Banton. We're taking your calls and we're trying to get all our callers in before the end of the program. So let's see how best we can do that. We have 3 callers waiting: Alaric, Norm, Bookman. So Alaric, good morning.
Morning, Nora. How are you doing?
I am good. How are you?
I am not too bad. You have been on the road a lot. I hope you're
yes.
okay and not tired.
I am tired. I'm not going to tell you one lie. I am extremely tired.
Nora, I listened to the lady from Flo, and the last lady who spoke, you could hear the frustration in her voice.
Yeah.
You remember I went through a period with them, but I'm going to just tell them how I got mine solved with the help of your station.
Mm-hmm.
The last time when I told her that the tree had grown back and they still hadn't given me back the line, and they came the same day and did it.
Yes.
I still got the bills and they didn't give me my rebate. So when I got month before the last bill, that's April bill, I went to the office in Mandeville and I insisted that I speak to a supervisor. But you'll have to have 2 hours Nora to stay. So I know the ladies might not have that time, but I said I'm not going to pay that bill. It was for $9,700. Yeah. And I sat there until I got through, and I sat with the lady and I said, I'm not going to pay this bill, and if you cut off my phone, I'm going to sue you. I'm not going to pay it. I need my rebate. And she had me there for around 2 hours around the computer, Nora. And I said, I'm not coming out here today. And if you cut off my bill that was due from yesterday, I'm going to go back to Nationwide to tell them, and I'm going to sue Flo.
After around 2 hours, she said to me, okay, the rebate is ready. But she can't move because it is too big. She has to go to a supervisor. Well, I say, find the supervisor, come in and get up. And I sit down there another half hour, Nora, till she come back and tell me, say, it is okay. And within 2 days, I got it on my phone. I got back a rebate of $20,680.
Look at that.
I say I'm not leaving, so I don't get any bill for this month, June. Because the rebate cover that. And I'm not going to get no bill for July either, because the rebate might cover more side. So you have to have the time. No, I tell them I'm not coming out. They must lock me up in there when the place closed. I need to speak to a supervisor, and if they cut off my phone, I go sue them. I'm sit down there now, and I say, you can't get me out here till I get back my rebate. You're not too wicked. I say, you know, extortionist. I'm a dear bad in there. Because the first time I go, I have to use a couple of Mr. Warmington, and I never want to use it the last time. So, I tell the ladies them to do a one. Go there that you get back on the rebate and sit down, find the time, and sit down. You might have to go and go look after your children and so, but go early and get in I like. And that me do and get through.
All right. Well, that's an option there. It shouldn't have to take customers to go into the store for the service provider and behave bad. But Alric said he did it. He was adamant. He threatened to sue, and it worked for him. So take from that what you will, the other customers who are worried about flow. I'm not going to encourage you to use any expletives, but do what you must.
They are lazy. I'm not telling them to do that.
Right. But Alric told you what he did. He got his rebate. If you have the time to be in flow and be adamant and threaten what you need to threaten as long as you're in your right to, then I don't know. All right, Alric. Thank you so much. Well, there's some advice to you from Alric, minus the expletives part, but there you go. All right, Alric.
Okay.
All right, take care. Norm, good morning.
It's Dawn. It's Dawn Party.
Dawn, okay.
Good morning. Yes,
good morning.
I just want to touch a little bit of more. I'm not going to share them. Just to say that I used to use my landline at home and pay my phone bill and also my sister's. Because we are senior citizens. 1 hour, so move the money we used to talk to, we have to do about. So I can't pay it like that anymore. After my phone after, my daughter had it, and every time she paid the bill, it was always a problem because the bill was never credited to the account and a lot of problems, so we have to stop that bill. So nowadays, you know, it's gas expensive, and me drive a gas guzzler. So, you know, for me to go pay my phone bill now, me have to drive, go pay my phone bill. When I used to sit in the drawing room and pay my bill and my sister's bill, I can't do it anymore. You know, and Flo really need to take off that robot off the thing because he doesn't understand us and we don't understand him either. Or it, I don't know. Number 2, I want to come with something with this morning. Nordy, I am a chairman of a school board. And Nora, I'm a tell and tell Jamaicans that last week, the week before we had the strong wind.
When we had the what?
When we have a strong wind, the hurricane force wind.
Oh, yes, the wind, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, Norway, for some days or weeks, I don't know, there was no water. So all the tanks blew off at the school top and bust up, the water tank. Bust up. Principal and I, we were wondering what is going to happen. And you know, ministry will get a subvention, but you know, Norway, you know, when that comes to spruce up and something. You know, this morning, principal called me and said that subvention come.
Wow.
Can you imagine? This government send money to the school already. Can you imagine? I was pleasantly surprised and happy. So at least, normally when you get in them something that is when school home, so spruce up, run up and down. School don't go off as yet, more again. And money is in our city. Thank God for the minister and prime minister and the minister. And God bless you all.
Well, I hope it's the case for all the schools.
Yes, I think so. Because
All right.
principal said, another principal said, you check your account. And she did not. Money there. So I think everybody money is there. Have a great day, Nora. I'd like to say something else, but others are waiting.
Yeah, I have to go. One more is waiting, but I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to wrap up now because there is a live broadcast, a paid broadcast that we should be bringing to you at 10 o'clock. So I'm going to have to wrap up now. So, Michelle, I'm just going to ask you to see if you can take Bookman's issue, if it's something that we can assist with off the air. But that's where we're going to have to leave it for the consumer hour this morning. We are live at the UA regional headquarters here for the Prioritizing Privacy Conference, and you'll hear more about it later on during Cliff Views Online. But in the meantime, before that, you will hear a paid live broadcast of an address by the Minister of Science, Energy, Telecoms and Transport, Daryl Vaz from Jamaica House.